Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Sonia. I'm a content creator based in Montreal, Canada. Today I'm just gonna do a sew along. I'm just showing you guys my workspace for now. It's in a separate part of my living room. I'm not going to show you the rest of my living room because it's a mess. So I have my sewing machines here. I have my Yuki industrial straight sewing machine. Then I have some here. I have my weaving machine, and then I have a brother sewing machine I use for buttonholes, and it also does embroidery, so like little simple embroideries, nothing major. And then this is my table where I cut fabric and iron if I need to, and where I have some of my supplies down here and some fabric. Fabric is in those drawers and some supplies, mostly supplies here. So more like spare fabric. So yeah, let's get to it. This is the fabric I'm going to be using today. It's so beautiful. I love it. First things first, we're going to cut out the bodice of the dress. The bust we're using is 50 divided by 4. That is 12.5. And we'll leave allowance of 1 inch, which is 13.5. Let's say this is the shoulder. From shoulder to around here is where the bust to be. Don't know if my blue chalk is clear, but hopefully it is. And so the bust is 12.5 plus gonna do darts, burst darts, so another 1.5. That is 15, right? So 15. The half length is 17, but from the top to bust, let's say 7. So 17 minus 7 is 10. So I'll do it facing. I'll leave half inch here, the 1 inch at the and another half inch at the bottom. So everything is 11. Half inch seam allowance at the top and at the bottom. And then the waist is 45, which is 11.25 plus 1, 12.25 plus 1.5 is 13.75, and I'm just going to do 14 inches. Then the upper part will round on top of the bust is 45. The top of the bust and the waist are the same measurement, 45 divided by 4, with the seam allowance plus the dart allowance will give me 14 inches once again. Now that we have that, we can just so this is the bodice. Nipple to nipple is 10. So 5, I'm just going to do 5.25. That is the breast point, so nipple to nipple. I call it nipple to nipple, but it's also breast point 5. And then we'll just add 2 inches to that. So connect this one down here to half an inch on each side. Match it up, you're gonna have to cut that out. Just marking the breast darts. That's pretty much how you're gonna cut it out. Cut out from here. We can cut this top part out for now. I use the exact same piece to cut out the facing. So for the back, there's a zipper, but I don't need the breast darts or whatever. So I'm just gonna use the same measurement for the back. Just bring this up here so you can see. It's just gonna cut out the same thing for the back, because the extra measurement, the extra seam allowance will be used for the zipper. After using the front piece to cut out the back piece, I use the same back piece to cut out a facing for the back piece. Because the back is supposed to be just 1 inch extra, and I have 1.5, I'm going to reduce it by 1/2 inch. Just marking 1/2 inch all the way. And then you can just, next thing we're going to do is going to cut through this. Let's put it this way. Cut through these dart lines. Make sure I have a line here to see where it joins up. So it joins up right there. So we have our top piece is ready, like, let's say 6.5, and cut out like 2 inches. So you just make like a curve. If you have like a curved ruler, you can use it. Like you can use something like this to make it, but I just use freehand. That this way. And I'm just going to measure the same thing for the back. Yeah, let me just cut through. It up here, cut through the back as well. So yeah, now everything for the top half is cut and done then. So before we go to the sewing machine, this is the back pieces of the front. I'm just gonna open them up. And then for this, we have 2. So what we're gonna do, take that, and we're just gonna mark it on this other side as well, so we know one is gonna be facing for the other. What we're gonna do is open it up. So what we're going to do is separate this. And we're going to join them at these points. So actually, I want to put this mark here so I know what points I'm joining them at. And then you're going to sew on this side of the fabric, front sides facing each other. Put the points together, join it here, just hold that. Do the same for this side. Just the points are the most important part, and then you just sew from there. Like that. So what's gonna happen is we're gonna go to the machine, so here, down to here, and we're gonna do it for both of the front pieces. So let's head over to the machine. I'm using a 1/4 inch seam allowance. Okay, so we've sewn this part together, sewn here together, come over here to sew this part together. Quarter seam allowance. There's markings on the machine. Back stitch. So along the line, just making sure this is catching up with that. Sewn together, and I'm going to do it for the facing and then join those two pieces together. So I have joined both front pieces, and I'm going to join them at the top here. For the back pieces, just gonna sew the top edges. Just gonna sew this, fold over, and press. I'm gonna take it to the machine. I'm not gonna show you while I'm sewing it, but it's just so easy. You have the two pieces, the back piece and its facing, and just sew along the top of both of them. So I have two back pieces and the front piece ready. What's gonna happen is I'm gonna join them here and here, front sides together. So I have joined the front to the back pieces of the upper part of the dress. To cut out the sleeves, I'm using 15, just cutting out two pieces, and the length of the sleeve will be like 12. So I need 1 inch to put elastic at the top and 1 inch to put elastic at the bottom, so 2 extra inches. So 14 is the length I'm going with, and just mark 14. all across. Using the thread to hold the fabric in place. Hold the ruler to draw a line across, and then this is pretty much exactly 15, going all the way through just here. That's a bit extra. I'm gonna cut through. That's sleeve one. Just do the same thing here. So I have two sleeves here. Use this to cut out the top. Actually, yeah, use that to cut out the top. I'll show you how you do all of this, but for now we're just cutting all the fabric. So the two sleeve pieces are ready. So I measured to see this is about 1 inch. Yeah, that's about 1 inch. And then just fold this a little, because I want to run an elastic band through it. And that's about 1 inch. Also running elastic at the bottom, so just fold it in a little. And this for one of the sleeves, I'm gonna go hem it, sew along here for the hem, top and bottom for both sleeves. So I've sewn the top and bottom of the two sleeve pieces. Before I join them together at this point, I'm going to cut elastic for 4 pieces of elastic on the top and the bottom. For the shoulder part, I'm going to make it like 13. I'm going to cut 2 of that. Just randomly cutting. And at the bottom part, I wanted to like bunch up more. So I'm gonna like cut 9. Through the hole. Pass it here. Pull on that a little, let it go through. And then this part, I'm gonna just like hold it on here. It doesn't go all the way through. Pull it all the way through. I'm going to use this pin secure it here so it doesn't. And over here, use another pin to hold this here because I'm gonna go sew it shut. But I don't want it to go all the way through, so that's there. Do the same thing to the bottom. So I've put the elastic on both pieces of the what should I call it? The sleeve. I'm gonna go ahead sew this together, create the seam. I have joined the edges of the sleeve together. I'm gonna now shift this front to front. So front to front, attach here. Just match it up nicely and put your pins to stabilize it. This fabric has a little stretch to it. I know it's the good stuff. So you can already see top part's taking shape. This is how it's supposed to look, right? That's the sleeve. That's the sleeve. I'm gonna do it for this part 2. What I'm gonna do next is prep the skirt, and then when I'm done with the skirt, I'm gonna attach this to the skirt.